Hi, I'm Jared Lees, Vice President of Product Marketing at Domo. Today I'm excited to show you how Domo's AI and data products platform can build an AI agent to help call centers be more efficient at call monitoring. Customer service representatives at call centers play a critical role in ensuring customer satisfaction by addressing inquiries, resolving issues, and providing support over the phone. They are typically managed through performance metrics such as call resolution time, customer satisfaction scores, and call quality assessments. Call centers are governed by federal laws and regulations such as the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, which require a representative to ask specific questions and receive specific responses from the customer. To remain compliant, call centers need to monitor what is said on the call and be accurate in their monitoring, or they may be exposed to unnecessary risk and fines. Let's say the average customer call takes 15 minutes. In 8 hours, that's 32 calls. If a call center has 20 reps, that's 640 calls to monitor and audit just in one day. Although technology does assist in monitoring, call centers collect and record call data, but that data needs some work before it is ready to be reviewed by the call center staff. The data can be in raw audio files, scripts, text formats, or even JSON files stored in S3 buckets. Once the data source is identified, it can either be processed by tools like Jupyter or loaded directly into Domo. Let's take a look at what I have here. In this case, I have call center data that was loaded directly into Domo thanks to the AI call center agent. This is our raw data. Our AI agent will take this and process it and run it through an AI model and identify what calls the call center staff should focus on for review. This list, as I mentioned before, it could be hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of calls that they need to monitor. Our first step is to prep the data, identifying and extracting which questions from the conversation between the customer service representative and the customer we need to validate to be compliant. To do that, we're going to run that through an ETL process. Let's take a look at the ETL. We run the data through an ETL process to prep and extract the required fields needed for review within the AI model. In Domo, that can easily be configured through our drag and drop magic ETL tool or with SQL. As you can see, I can just hop into any one of these tiles and look at some of the values and decisions that are happening within to help prep this data, which is then going to extract it once it's ready into a new database. Once we have the data in the format we need, it's time to pass it through the AI model. Let's see how that's done in a workflow view. In the workflow, you can see the steps the AI agent takes to read in the data, prepare it, run it through the model, and output the results. You can see different things happening at each one of these stages. And if you want to get a glimpse at what some of the model logic's doing, I can show a little bit about that here so you can just see there's a lot of intelligence and things happening there on the screen. A lot of instructions going through that will ultimately grab the data we need and output it to a data set that we want to work with. Once the data is ready and passed through the model, the AI agent outputs the results to a new data set that call center staff can use for reporting. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Once the data is ready and passed through the model, the AI agent outputs the results to a new data set that call center staff can use for reporting. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So I'll go back to where my data is and grab my clean data here. Now, thanks to the AI model, we now have a clean view of the data we need to review for compliance, which can be evaluated here. We've eliminated all the other chatter that might have happened between the customer service representative and the customer, and just looking at those values questions that we need to in order for monitoring for compliance. Now, in addition to this, we can go here with this report or go back and take a look at this in a report and dashboard form. Here, I can easily view call center metrics and quickly identify the calls I need to go back to and inspect or identify areas where action is needed. For example, it looks like with here, for the most part, we got a yes as the response, but there are a couple calls where I had a not sure or a no. Now, these not sures, I know for compliance, it has to be a yes or a no, so I'm gonna go back and just look at those not sures. This has automatically saved me a ton of time because now I don't have to go back and look at every call. I've already identified the not sures to go in there. Not only can I view this information here, but I can have the AI agent push these results into an embedded application that can be shared to partners through other web applications, portals, or even mobile devices. This is one example of how an AI agent from Domo's AI and data products platform can help call centers be more efficient and stay in compliance with laws and regulations. How can Domo help you?